Chemistry is a super nuanced topic, and I think that people often struggle to approach the subject just because of how nuanced certain areas of chemistry can be. In my opinion, chemistry can really be broken up into the more theoretical aspects, the major areas where you want to focus more on actually knowing the content, maybe memorizing certain aspects, and the topics that are more on a conceptual basis, more on like you know the content, it's not too much, but your major practice should really be on focus, doing as many questions, variations, and understanding all the nuances. If you look at topics like this, you can start to delineate better plans to tackle different areas in chemistry. Let's first talk about the more theoretical topics. The most theoretical topics, in my opinion, in chemistry is really when we get into proteins and enzymes, as well as probably some of organic properties, and the last thing would really be fuels. These are super theoretical topics that focus on knowing content as opposed to really practice. Okay? And so I would base my practice more on maybe perhaps spending a greater majority of your time really knowing all the content, maybe flashcarding it if you really need. But remember, flashcarding is generally inadvisable for chemistry, and also perhaps focusing less on practice for those areas. The more conceptual topics, in my opinion, are really cells. Cells, all of electrochemistry really, as well as a little bit of rate of reactions and equilibrium, and probably pretty much most of organic chem is really conceptual. When we get to rates of reactions and equilibrium, I feel like this topic is a bit of a mix. You definitely do need to know the keywords, but you'll really get good at this topic when you do a bunch of questions on different reactions, different equilibrium systems, right? And then when you get to organic chemistry, for example, interpreting spectra, it's all about pattern recognition. When you do electrochemistry, it's all about pattern recognition. Is this cell kind of an electrorefining cell that I've seen in the past? Okay, it's going to work by the same basis. Is this spectra similar to a carboxylic acid that I looked at before? Okay, this could be carboxylic acid. Pattern recognition-based topics are built on this central concept of practice, whereas theoretical topics are really based more on knowing the keywords and having a good, solid content understanding. And if you approach chemistry in this way, not only do you tackle it in an efficient and concise manner, but you maximize your chance of scoring well and getting all the marks.